They don't really prepare you for this part. When God begins to work on your life in a real way, things don't suddenly become peaceful. They become intense, because real purpose doesn't attract comfort. It attracts resistance. The moment your life is marked for something greater, something shifts. Not just around you, but against you. And it's confusing at first, because you didn't change your intentions. You didn't walk away from God. If anything, you got closer. Yet somehow life got heavier. People don't understand you the same way anymore. Situations that once felt easy now feel complicated. Doors you expected to open stay closed. And you start asking yourself quietly, why does everything feel harder now that I'm trying to do right? But maybe nothing is going wrong. Maybe you just stepped into something real. Because when heaven places something on your life, darkness doesn't stay silent. It responds. And if lately it feels like everything around you is shaking, like things are falling apart for no clear reason, you need to understand this. Not everything that feels like breaking is breaking you. Some things are revealing you. There are signs, patterns, that show when your life carries something spiritual, something that matters more than you realize. The first sign is pressure that doesn't make sense. You feel it in your mind, in your emotions, in your energy. You wake up tired, even when you rested. You feel anxious, even when nothing is wrong. Thoughts come out of nowhere, heavy, distracting, overwhelming. And the strange part is, you can't explain why. That's because not every battle is visible. Some battles are spiritual. And when you carry something valuable, you don't need to provoke the fight. The fight finds you, because darkness doesn't waste time on empty things. It reacts to what has weight. So if you've been dealing with pressure that doesn't match your situation, don't rush to call it weakness. It might be awareness. The second sign is distance. People you used to feel close to slowly feel different. Not always dramatic, not always obvious, just off. Conversations don't flow the same. Connections fade. Some people walk away without explanation, and it leaves you sitting there wondering what you did wrong. But what if you didn't do anything wrong? What if the distance isn't rejection, but direction? Because growth often requires separation. Not everyone can go where you're going, and sometimes God removes people not because they're bad, but because they're not meant for your next level. It feels lonely, but loneliness isn't always loss. Sometimes it's preparation. The third sign is the battle in your mind. This is where it gets real. You try to pray, but your thoughts get louder. You try to focus, but your mind drifts. You try to believe, but doubt keeps showing up. And you start questioning things God already showed you, not because you lost faith, but because your mind is under pressure. Because if your purpose can't be stolen, your peace will be targeted. The enemy doesn't need to destroy you. He just needs to distract you long enough to make you doubt what's already yours. So he plants fear, confusion, overthinking, and suddenly your biggest battle isn't your life, it's your thoughts. But here's the truth. The more your mind is being attacked, the more dangerous your clarity actually is. The fourth sign is delay. Things don't move the way you expected. Plans slow down, opportunities disappear, timing feels off, and it's frustrating because you know you're ready, you feel it, yet nothing is happening. And that silence starts to feel like rejection. But not every delay is a no. Some delays are protection you don't understand yet, because timing isn't just about what you want, it's about what you can sustain. If things move too fast, you might step into something you're not built to handle yet. So God slows it down, not to stop you, but to strengthen you. Because what's coming next requires a version of you that doesn't break under pressure. And the final sign is something you can't ignore. No matter how tired you feel, you can't walk away. You try to disconnect. You try to ignore it. You even think about quitting. But something inside you won't let you. It keeps pulling you back, not loudly, but consistently. A quiet voice that says, keep going. Even when everything in you feels exhausted, that's not stubbornness, that's calling. Because real purpose doesn't disappear in pain. It becomes clearer through it. You're not being crushed. You're being shaped, not destroyed, refined. And if you've been experiencing these things, the pressure, the distance, the mental battles, the delays, and that unexplainable pull to keep going, then you need to understand this clearly. You're not under attack because you're weak. You're under attack because you matter, because your life carries something that hasn't been revealed yet, but is already being noticed. So don't shrink. Don't lower yourself just to feel comfortable again. Stand firm, stay grounded, protect your mind, guard your focus, stay connected to God, even when it feels quiet. Because one day, what feels confusing now will make sense. And when it does, you won't just have survived the battle, you'll carry authority from it.